After being on an SMP with my friends for a few months, I was tired of traveling thousands of blocks by foot. I wanted an elytra. So we set up a date and went to kill the Ender Dragon. After gathering supplies from my base, I met up with some of my friends. We journeyed through the Nether to meet up with the others. Once we were all united, we set out on the open sea. A few of the players got into a bit of a fight on the way over. That was fun. Then they tried to steal my boat and leave me behind. So once I got my boat back, I left them behind. But Izos complained, so I went back for him. And we were off again. It was a dark and stormy night when we found the stronghold. We had to swim down to the depths of the ocean bottom to get to it. Thankfully, I had respiration 3. Finally, we made our way into the stronghold. Through the library. Into the portal room. After I got a good night's sleep, and everyone set spawn, we jumped into the portal. It was not the best spawn, but we made our way carefully. And it was on! After defeating the dragon and farming tons of ender pearls with my looting 3 sword, it was time to find an elytra. The way they built up to the portal made it a little awkward to get in. Don't know what happened there. And, of course, another bad spawn. I immediately set off in the direction I thought the elytra most likely to be. I gathered up my blocks and began bridging. Every now and then, I looked up to see if anyone was following me. And one time when I looked up, I found I indeed was being followed. When I got to the other side, I looked around. Unfortunately, my crosshairs found the wrong target. As I was getting attacked by an Enderman, Izos ran ahead of me. Oh no, he was not going to steal my elytra. Quickly I followed, and sure enough, an end ship came into sight. I saw him start to nerd pull up. No. I had guessed the right direction. He had followed me on my bridge that I used almost 3 stacks of blocks to make. He was not going to steal my elytra. I shouted at him, "You're dead! You are dead! I readied my sword, fully intent on killing him. For some reason, I went for the shulker first. Don't know why. When I turned around, he was hiding. But then he decided to give me my elytra. I think he was a little scared of me. I was happy to have my elytra, and I decided to spare him. Suddenly, I realized he was stealing all my other loot from the chests, and he also stole my potions. So I gave him a little punch. And I made it a little harder for him to get down, hoping that he would fall to his death and I could collect the loot. I made my way to the end city. He wasn't going to steal any of this loot. Unfortunately, Izos had a bucket of water on him, so he easily got down from the ship and came to raid the city. However, I was able to use the shulkers to float up above him and get to the top first. Yes, indeed, the shulkers were on my side. They floated me all the way up to the chest room. I quickly gathered my loot. Haha, Izos was too late. I then realized that I had forgotten something. I had forgotten the dragon head. So I made my way back to the ship. And I dropped the dragon head to the ground where I could easily fetch it. Okay, that didn't quite go as planned. At least I had feather falling foreboots on. I searched around for the dragon head, and then he came. Izos came and snatched it. I chased him down, and he gave it up without a fight. And then we went our separate ways. I was off to find more elytra. And yes, I could have just jumped from the ship with my elytra, but my computer was lagging a bit at times and I didn't want to risk falling into the void. Thankfully, Isis decided to go back and respawn the dragon, so I was free to search without worry of my loot being seized. After about an hour of bridging, mining, bridging, enderpearling, bridging, and enderpearling, I finally found another end city. With another end ship. Now this ship was a little more dangerous than the last one. It was over the void and there were shulkers shooting at me. And there were endermen inside. This dragon head was going to be trickier to get. Yikes! I heard an enderman, got scared, and gave up. I didn't need another dragon head anyway. being so far away from home, I didn't really want to travel all the way back. Besides, I didn't know if I would be able to find my way back since I had ender-pearled part of the way, and I hadn't seen any end gateways. I didn't know how far I would have to travel to find one. So I put all my valuables in the ender chest, including the armor I was wearing. I wasn't going to die on purpose. I would try to get back to the portal. However, if I died on the way, that would be fine, since I had just put my most valuable things in the chest. And if you're wondering why I had so much cobblestone in my ender chest, it's because I had gathered it far away from my build and forgot to empty my ender chest before coming to the end. Shulkers hurt a lot when you don't have armor on. Yeah, I didn't even make it out of the end city. Well, that was the quickest way to return. I was glad to be back home, and I was excited I had recorded all the hilarious conversations me and my friends had. After rearranging my chest for half an hour, and finding an Enderman on my roof, I logged off. But just before I stopped recording, I realized the whole time I had been only recording the desktop audio, and that is why this episode is narrated.